Hello, this is your Zodiac Oracle speaking. There are no coincidences. You are here because life wants to show you a sign. Open your heart and receive the guidance that arrives for you today. Taurus, you have not arrived here by chance. It wasn't an algorithm, nor a simple coincidence. Something in the fabric of the universe has whispered your name, and the cards, obedient to that call, have turned on the table seeking your energy, Taurus. The stars have aligned not to warn you, but to awaken you. This message was planted long before you even knew you needed it. You have been guided by an invisible thread, a vibration that has brought you to this exact moment. Breathe. Do not fear. The universe speaks, and today it speaks through me. I feel your energy, dense yet fertile, like soil that has endured too many storms. Your roots have withstood winds that few could survive, but something has stagnated. The tarot reveals a dark veil laid across your path, a set of invisible hands that have tried to hold you back, that have taken pleasure in your silence, your falls. But no more. The cards announce divine justice. That which was denied to you, that which was stolen through deceit or fear, returns multiplied. What was sown in darkness will sprout in light. Because you, Taurus, are earth, and nothing buried within you can die, only transform. The oracle shows me an image, a bull of fire breaking chains of iron. The chains are the thoughts that made you believe you did not deserve abundance, that love had to hurt to be real, that effort had to be endless to be worthy of reward. But that old narrative shatters now. I am worthy of good things. Repeat this phrase 3 times within yourself. Let it vibrate in your chest, for it is a decree of power, a key that opens the portal to new beginnings. I am worthy of good things. I am worthy of good things. I am worthy of good things. There are enemies you cannot see, Taurus. People who have disguised envy as advice, manipulation as affection, indifference as respect. But energy does not lie. During this season, your intuition heightens, and you will see the true faces behind the masks. It will not be easy, for you will discover that some of those faces were dear to you, even family. Yet it is not time to mourn what falls, but to celebrate what is revealed. When truth appears, the soul is set free. Divine justice does not hurry, but it never fails. And the universe has already rendered its verdict. What was done to you from the shadows will be exposed in the light. The cards speak of a door opening in the financial realm. You have worked hard, even in silence, without the recognition you deserve. But the cycle of concealment ends here. An unexpected opportunity approaches. A change, an offer, a project that may seem small at first but will become the seed of stable, lasting abundance. The wheel of fortune turns in your favor, and with it comes restoration. If you have felt money slipping through your fingers like water, prepare to see it now flow to you with ease. Everything that seemed stuck will begin to move. Repeat within yourself as an act of faith. Nothing stops me, everything flows toward my divine purpose. And as a symbol of this pact with the universe, write this phrase in the comments to seal your intention. I open my life to the abundance I deserve and release what keeps me from receiving it. Do it as a decree, as a sacred act of liberation, a promise that you are ready for a radical change, a 180-degree turn toward fullness and light. And if this message has resonated with you, as a way to thank the universe for guiding you here, give this message, or the video where you hear it, a like. You do not do it for me, but for yourself, as a commitment to your own soul. It's a small gesture that says, I'm ready to receive more signs, more messages, more miracles. The tarot now shows the card of judgment, a celestial trumpet sounding in the distance. It is the call to awaken, to stop waiting and start acting. The past can no longer hold you, and though your heart clings to the familiar, the stars push you toward a new destiny. The love that once felt like an open wound begins to heal. If you are alone, a karmic connection draws near. someone you will recognize without words, because your soul will know. But the universe warns you. Do not confuse company with love, nor passion with belonging. Whoever comes now, comes to add, not to fill voids. And if you are already in a relationship, a truth will come to light, not to destroy, but to purify. Authenticity will replace fear, and what remains standing after this cleansing will be solid as stone. The color that accompanies you in this cycle is emerald green, the color of healing, rebirth, connection to the earth, and prosperity. Surround yourself with it, wear it, or paint it in your mind when you need strength. Your lucky number is 8, symbol of infinity, of perfect balance between giving and receiving. Your spiritual energy aligns with the element of earth, strengthened by the vibration of copper, a metal that channels the energy of the sun and circulates it through your body and environment. In your astral chart, I see powerful movements from Venus and Uranus that alter your perception of self-worth. This speaks not only of money but of self-esteem, of the way you see, speak to, and treat yourself. You have carried guilt that was never yours, responsibilities that did not belong to you. But now the universe asks you to release them. What purpose is there in carrying weight that no longer belongs to this time? It is time to offer to the symbolic fire all that hurts, all that slows you down, all that has fulfilled its purpose. It burns, yes, but from the ashes, strength is reborn. Do not ignore your recent dreams, Taurus. You are receiving nocturnal signals, fragments of messages your subconscious is trying to translate. Figures, symbols, repeating numbers. None of it is coincidence. Write them down. Listen. You are being guided toward decisions that will shape the coming months. If you dream of water, it means emotional cleansing. If you see doors or keys, they symbolize new paths. If you see fire, it is spiritual transformation. The universe is speaking to you in codes, and you are learning its language. The tarot shows the 10 of Swords reversed, the end of suffering, the promise of a new dawn. You have endured trials that would have broken many, yet here you stand, wiser, stronger, more aware. What you lost was not punishment. It was protection. What ended was not failure. It was redirection. Everything that hurt was preparation for what is to come. And what is coming, Taurus, is vast. It is the fullness of harvest after the longest winter. It is laughter after tears. It is the miracle that arrives without warning but always on time. Keep your faith burning. This is not the time to give up. This is the threshold. And repeat with me, from the voice of your soul. I am worthy of good things. The universe listens when you speak from the heart. Do not be surprised if, in these days, everything begins to move with intensity. The universe does not destroy. It rearranges. What once felt stable, what you believed was secure, may tremble beneath your feet, but not to bury you, to show you that you can walk upon new ground. There is an energetic tremor in your astral chart. Uranus moves through your sign, and with it awakens what was dormant, releases what was repressed, and reveals truths that were once silenced. Yes, Taurus, what you endured for love, what you tolerated out of fear, what you pretended not to see, all will now be exposed. But do not fear. Truth does not arrive to wound, it arrives to heal. There are karmic debts dissolving. You have paid dues that were never yours. In past lives you were the provider, the guardian, the one who gave more than you received. And that energy has followed you into this life. But the cycle ends here. Nothing stops me. Everything flows toward my divine purpose. Repeat this phrase. It is a decree, a vibration of power that aligns with your destiny. When you say it, feel your chest expand and your mind grow lighter. Because the energy that once anchored you to pain now begins to loosen, like knots unraveling in the wind. The tarot reveals the 8 of Pentacles, the card of steady work, mastery, and perseverance. Your dedication has not gone unnoticed. The universe observes you, And although at times you feel your efforts bear no fruit, you are building something far greater than you imagine. Soon there will be recognition. It could be a promotion, a proposal, a contract, or even your own idea taking root. But there is one condition. You must believe you deserve it. Without that faith, the universe cannot deliver it. You have sown, Taurus, and the harvest is ready. You are no longer the apprentice. You are the master who begins to receive what you once only gave. On the emotional plane, the tarot shows me a feminine figure cloaked in both light and shadow. It represents your soul. There is a duality within you between the desire for stability and the fear of betrayal. You have given love to those who did not know how to hold it, and for that reason, your heart has learned to build walls. But the wall that protects you also isolates you. And the universe whispers, "Open without fear," because the love that arrives this time is not an illusion, it is destiny. The connection approaching, or the one now deepening, will not be a fleeting flame but a steady light. It will be someone who understands your silence, respects your rhythm, and admires your depth. You may still feel the lingering energy of someone from your past. Someone who left a mark, a broken promise, a word that still echoes. But the tarot tells you that union was karmic, not eternal. It came to teach you your own worth. Do not cling to the echo of the past. The door now opening requires free hands. You cannot receive the new while clinging to the old. If this phrase resonates with you, write it in the comments as a decree of liberation. I release what hurts, and I embrace what comes. And as an act of faith, give this message, or the video where you hear it, a like. Not out of routine, but as a signal to the universe that you are ready to receive more clarity, more signs, more blessings. Every conscious gesture counts when it comes from the soul. The Hermit appears in your reading. Symbol of introspection, wisdom, inner guidance. This is not a time to search for answers outside yourself. You already hold them within. Close your eyes, listen to your thoughts, and discern which ones belong to you and which ones are borrowed voices, those of fear or expectation. Your inner light is your lantern. You have endured dark nights, and in each one, you learn to kindle your own flame. That light is now so strong that others will begin to seek you for guidance. Do not be surprised if someone turns to you for advice, support, or comfort. You are a channel, Taurus. And channels that flow receive as much as they give. Your spiritual energy vibrates with the frequency of the earth, but also with the power of thunder. It is the perfect blend of stability and renewal. You are in a phase of rebirth, and rebirths are never comfortable. They require the old version of you to die, the one that feared, doubted, and sought approval. That version fades now. In its place rises a powerful figure, more aware, more free. Hear this whisper. I am worthy of good things. Repeat it again, but this time, look inward, as if you are speaking to the soul that always believed in you, even when you didn't. I am worthy of good things. I am worthy of good things. In the material realm, the tarot shows the star. Hope, guidance, purpose. If you have experienced loss, you will soon understand why it was necessary. Money begins to flow again, especially if you dare to do something new. Uranus brings innovation. Do not fear to modernize, learn, shift focus, or invest in yourself. If you have a project pending, now is the moment to launch it. If you work for others, your consistency will be rewarded. But remember to balance giving and receiving. Abundance thrives in reciprocity. What you give in love returns multiplied. In love, for those who are alone, the tarot reveals the Two of Cups. Union, partnership, synchronicity. It is someone who enters when you least expect it, when you have stopped searching. A soul that resonates with your frequency, whom you will recognize by the peace they bring, not the chaos they cause. For those already in relationships, a time of reconciliation arrives. of honest conversations and renewed vows. But only if both are willing to let go of pride. Pride offers no warmth in cold nights, Taurus. Truth does. Your color in this stage is gold, symbol of divine power and earthly success. It represents alchemy, the transmutation of pain into wisdom. Surround yourself with it. Wear it as your energetic shield. Your lucky numbers are 3 and 21, symbols of expansion and the completion of cycles. Your stone of connection is citron quartz, bearer of light and prosperity. There will be repeating signs, feathers, coins, numerical synchronicities. If you see 1111, 2222, or 555, do not ignore them. They are energetic portals, reminders that you are not alone. Your guides are with you, moving unseen threads so everything aligns. When you doubt, breathe and say, I trust the divine plan. The universe listens when you speak from the heart. Divine justice continues to work. Those who betrayed you, who spoke of you in shadows, who took advantage of your kindness, they will face the reflection of their actions. But do not seek revenge. Your victory will be your light. The universe takes care of placing everyone where they belong. Your only task is to stay in peace, vibrating high, centered in your purpose. Do not fight against the current. Become the current. There is a message from the stars. Venus whispers about self-love, Uranus about freedom, Saturn about boundaries. This trinity teaches you that love is not burden, that helping is not self-sacrifice, that setting limits is not selfishness. You have learned to say yes too often to avoid conflict. Now you will learn the power of no when it protects your peace. The universe does not reward submission. It rewards authenticity. The tarot shows a final symbol for the second part, a golden key. It is the access to the next level of your evolution. That key is you. No door will open without your permission. No miracle will arrive unless you allow it. This is your time, Taurus, the time to bloom without fear, to walk without guilt, to shine without apology. And as you close this reading, repeat once more with faith, as a decree that belongs to you. I am worthy of good things. Because the universe never forgets the seeds of light you plant. Taurus, now that the energy has been revealed, the cards show a new dawn on your path. Darkness no longer covers you. Instead, a golden radiance rises from within. You are no longer who you once were. What once weighed you down now dissolves. What once seemed endless has reached its conclusion. And no, it was not by chance. Everything that happened, even the pain, was divine preparation. The universe did not break you. It forged you. The fire that once consumed you was the same fire that shaped your soul. I feel in this reading a vibration of victory, of rebirth, of divine justice fulfilled. The World card crowns your spread. Completion, ascension, recognition. The cycle of struggle ends, and one of expansion begins. You have learned the lessons, mourned the losses, released the shadows. Now is the time to receive. The energy of abundance, once trapped behind emotional blockages, is finally free. Everything you gave returns. Everything you waited for arrives. Everything you dreamed of manifests. Nothing stops me. Everything flows toward my divine purpose. Repeat it once more, this time with a steady voice, like one who claims what is rightfully theirs by celestial decree. The universe reminds you that every fall was training for victory. You have been tested in patience, faith, and endurance, and your soul has passed each trial. The scars you carry are medals, symbols of your rebirth. Look back without pain, for what once broke you became the chisel that shaped your greatness. Divine justice not only compensates you, it elevates you. Those who underestimated you will soon see you shine. What was denied will manifest before the eyes of those who doubted you. And when it does, It will not be a time for revenge but for gratitude. For now, you will know that nothing was lost. Everything was transformed. Through the cards, I see the energy of the Empress. Abundance, fertility, creation. It is the blooming of projects, ideas, and dreams. Your creative mind awakens. Opportunities multiply, each stamped with prosperity's seal. If you have financial or career plans, this is when the universe opens doors. Even those you believed shut begin to open. A proposal, a call, an unexpected sign will mark a before and after. Remember, prosperity does not arrive by luck. It arrives when your energy vibrates in acceptance. Do not say, "I can't." Say, "I deserve." And repeat with me, as a decree of victory. I am worthy of good things. I am worthy of good things. I am worthy of good things. In love, repair arrives. The universe does not want to see you lonely or hollow. It wants to see you loved. But first, it needed you to love yourself. And you did. The new love that comes, or the rebirth of the love you already have, will arrive without masks or wounds. It will be true love. No games, no fear, no chains. A love that builds, not exhausts. If you are single, prepare yourself. Destiny is weaving paths, and the one meant for you feels the same pull. There will be signs, repeated songs, unexpected encounters, numerical synchronicities. If you are in a relationship, a new phase begins. There will be forgiveness, understanding, and growth. What was once doubt becomes trust. What was fear becomes surrender. Your spiritual energy card is the sun, the purest in the tarot, symbol of joy, abundance, and truth. It represents a time when everything illuminates, when every shadow dissolves. The blessings arriving now are visible, tangible, real. Nothing will be small. Prepare for praise, advancement, and gifts of destiny. The universe places you at center stage, not by accident, but because you have earned it. This is your season to flourish. No one will dim your light again. Your protective color is white gold, a fusion of purity and divinity. It unites faith and success, spirit and matter. Imagine yourself wrapped in a sphere of this light whenever fear arises. Your lucky numbers are 6, 8, and 33. 6 connects you to love and harmony. 8, to abundance. 33, to spiritual mastery. If you see them repeating, know that your guides walk beside you. The tarot also reveals the Chariot, movement, progress, decision. It is the clearest message of triumph. Everything once stagnant begins to move. If you have felt paused, now the pace quickens. But you must keep direction. Do not return to what you outgrew. Do not go back to the past disguised as opportunity. The universe propels you forward, not backward. New paths may frighten you, but there lies your growth. Remember, Taurus, you were not made to remain still. You were made to build empires from the heart. In the spiritual plane, your connection with your guides intensifies. You may sense presences, vivid dreams, sudden intuitions. Do not ignore them. If a positive thought repeats itself, if something urges you to act, listen. It is your soul guiding you. This is a sacred time for meditation, prayer, and intention setting. Every word you speak from the soul will be heard. Every genuine desire will begin to take form. The universe never ignores one who acts with love. The card of judgment appears once more, confirming the closure of a karmic cycle. Debts of the past, emotional and spiritual, are now settled. What comes next is reward. You will not need to fight as hard. Doors will open with less effort because you are vibrating in alignment with abundance. The energy you once spent resisting, you will now use for creating. And when you look back, you will see that every step was worth it. There is a phrase arriving clearly, dictated by your guides. Stop fighting who you are, for what you are is sacred. Your essence needs no permission to shine. Stop shrinking yourself to fit into small spaces. Expand. Elevate your voice, your art, your purpose. You have been chosen to guide others by example. Not through words, but through your presence. And if this message has resonated with you, if these words vibrate in your chest as though whispered by the stars, then write in the comments, "I receive my destiny with faith and gratitude." Do it as a decree, a promise before the universe. And as a way to honor this message, give a like to the video or message where you find it. Not out of habit, but as a symbolic offering to the universe, to seal this energetic pact and open yourself to receive more signs, more prosperity, more light. Every conscious act opens a portal of blessings. The tarot shows, as the final card, the Magician. Manifestation, power, purpose. You are the creator of your reality. You already hold all the tools. Mind, emotion, word, and action. Use them with faith. What you imagine today can be yours tomorrow. Do not sabotage yourself. Do not stop. Do not doubt. Life never moves backward. This is your moment. This is your rebirth. Taurus, darkness no longer belongs to you. The light claims you now. And in that light, you will see your promises fulfilled, your wounds healed, your gifts multiplied. Repeat once more the decree that has guided this entire reading, and say it with all the strength of your soul. I am worthy of good things. Because you are. Because you always were. Because no fear or doubt can extinguish that truth. And thus, I close this sacred reading with the certainty that the universe has already heard your call. Divine justice acts. Love blooms. Abundance flows. The cycle ends, but your story is only beginning. Walk with faith, with your gaze lifted, and your heart open. For what comes for you, Taurus, is not an isolated miracle. It is the inevitable consequence of having endured with love. This message reached you not by coincidence, but by divine causality. Receive it. Integrate it. Live it. And always remember, nothing stops you. Everything flows toward your divine purpose. The light is with you. And so it shall be.